Everybody loves the American campfire. Don't you hear it calling your name? Everybody loves the American campfire.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Man Cave Cuckoo's Nest, the arsenal of democracy where freedom will inspire your inner soul. My name is Ted Nugent, and this is my 75.9 years of clean and sober, which is why a lot of people are confused by my effervescent masculinity. People are sometimes disconcerted by my piss and vinegar tsunami control. I control my piss and vinegar. I have a business called projectile management because I manage my projectiles, not just the martial arts samurai projection of my spirit. You still with me? But my effervescent masculinity. Barack. Oh, that's counterproductive. So you just saw the Spirit of the Wild, Uncle Ted's Conservation Celebration Introduction. I don't know, what's the guy's name that puts that together? He is good. His name Eric? What is his name? Who do I got there? Is that Tony in my ear? Tony, is that you? Who do I got there? I got an earpiece in. Okay, it's Tony. Tony. I love Tony. I did a little thing for Tony's dad, which, by the way, speaking of little things, it's the little things that count. That's why I count. Anyhow, if you want Uncle Ted to have a celebration for the people you love, there's this thing called Cameo. I'm hysterical. But when people hire me to do a cameo for their loved ones or the people they want to really shower with positive spirit, go to cameo.com. I don't know how you get there, cameo.com probably. But I do cameos, and a lot of people come back and have me do cameos for the people they love because I deliver outrage. And I didn't invent outrage, but I perfected it. By the time I was 11, I would get in the window of my bedroom on 15963 Warwick, 1959, and I'd play my big fat-bodied Epiphone guitar through a little busted a Magnatone amp. And I'd race home, get ahead of all the kids coming home from Cook Junior High, where Mr. Tucker was my woodshop teacher. Wearing corduroys that my mom dropped the hem from, what was the name of that? Maybe I don't remember the name of the store. It was probably Woolworths. Corduroys. Maybe it was pennies going back to school. But anyhow, I digress. But it's fun when I digress, you know? It's like stream of conscience. Look at these arrows. Do you have blood on your arrows? Look at the blood on my arrow. I'm killing swamp donkeys. Giant big she-deer, does, the female of the species, of the ubiquitous, magnificent, life-giving white-tailed deer. It's September 20 as I'm recording this. You'll see this tomorrow on the 21st. Well, actually, they're going to bump it because Donald Trump's doing some stuff. By the way, Donald Trump, if we don't vote for Donald Trump, just grab the handle of the toilet, grab America's toilet handle, and just keep pushing it. Because if you don't vote for Donald Trump, who the deep state enemies of freedom despise him because he is spotlighting the cockroaches that is ripping us off, flushing America down the toilet, giving us up to our enemies, and on every level, importing subservient, desperate people to fill the jobs that Americans would take because they'll pay them pennies on the dollar because they're coming from third world hellholes, so desperate. And I'm guessing somewhere in the 50 percentile of the imported America-hating invaders are jihadists and communist commandos preparing to kill Americans. Well, that's outrageous, Ted, as if they would do that. As if the CIA would invent rap music to destroy the black population and to create division like we haven't seen since the inbred Ku Klux Klan wore their sheets on their head. Even the most toxic, painful reality, I can put a funny spin on. But speaking of funny spin, I guess that would mean that I have helical fletch by Cliff Toro. Cliff, see that helical fletch? Look at that. It causes the arrow to spin, a bare razor head. This is the conservation celebration. I'm going to go back to Donald Trump because they hate him so much because he made America great, safe, strong, and respected. That's why they hate him. Well, he's a threat. Oh, he's a threat to criminals and gangsters and tyrants. Correct. Donald Trump gave us the best 4 years ever until our deep state, the CIA, and the powers that be that lied about Russia collusion. I still got venison shrapnel in my canines. But I save it for later. When I'm in my tree stand, I can just go like that, and I can get like little protein shrapnel rehits. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. By the way, Pigman, there's a guy named Pigman. His name is Brian Quokka. He is something else. I love you, Pigman, and your beautiful wife, Junie. Oh, boy. He's making his own arrows now. And he fletches them up for us. Look at that helical. Helical means it puts a spin because like a bullet following the grooves and lands, the rifling of a barrel causes the projectile to spin and cut through the air, ballistically coefficient, to follow a straight, flat trajectory to the best of its anti-gravity ability. Are you with me out there? So it is the season. I've got deer hanging. I got a bunch of working hard, playing hard friends at Sunrise Acres with Toby, my son Toby, I love you. My son Fleetwood, I love you. My son Rocco, I love you. My daughter Louisa, Heather, Sasha, Chantel, I love you all. I love you so much. I wish you were here so I could kiss you. But wherever you are, when you feel a little peck on the cheek, that would be the spirit of your daddy. Because I'm a good dad, as good as I can be. I wish I could go more often and see them, but I don't like to travel. But I will travel to Sunrise Acres today, where I will guide, outfit, gut, track, butcher, kill, and celebrate angry pork. No, really, we have been booking for 30 years Sunrise Acres hunting trips that I share campfires with. I'm a riot at the campfire. If I wasn't me, I'd go to my campfire to be with me, because the laughter, the middle finger glow around the Ted Nugent Spirit Wild Campfire is outrageous. So anyhow, it is the season, but tell the people in your life, if you want to flush America down the toilet, vote for the people that are flushing America down the toilet. The lady, boy, give them the benefit of the trout. The lady, Kamala Harris, who's running, she's had 4 years to do the things she says she's going to do in the next 4 years. She hasn't done them, and she never will do them. She is here to destroy America for some obnoxious, vulgar power over us. So I'm not endorsing anybody. I guess I just did, so I can't say hunternation.org because it's a 501c3 nonprofit. But we are delisting the wolf because the wolf is destroying game animals across this country. And wolves don't buy licenses, they don't have seasons, and they don't pay taxes. Wolves don't have bag limits, so they destroy entire herds. We don't want to kill all the wolves, but we need to kill a bunch of them. There should be a wolf season. The wolf is a magnificent big game animal. And right now, thanks to Uncle Sam's anti-hunting U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, the U.S. Forest Service, no, that's you guys. You guys have not done anything to make this better. Wolves are destroying big game herds, and if you want family hours of recreation and maximum revenues generated for outdoor conservation celebration, you can't have this many wolves that are decreasing the family hours of recreation, decreasing the wildlife, and decreasing the revenues. We want wolves. They've been hunting wolves in Canada forever. It's a big game species, and they have plenty. It needs to be managed. Please join us at Hunter Nation. We're going to put it on the screen constantly, aren't we, Tony? HunterNation.org. Please join us. We're getting conservatives who don't vote tens of millions of gun owners and licensed hunters that don't vote. Oh my God, how pathetic is that? And isn't it funny the word apathy is not far removed from apathetic, pathetic. This is an experiment in self-government. Dear God in heaven, literally, this is like a prayer. I'm saying a prayer. Dear God in heaven, thank you for the founding fathers stopping King George and his punks and ending tyranny around the world and slavery. We did that in the experiment in self-government. We ended slavery. We ended tyranny. We created a constitutional republic so that we, the people, based on self-evident truth, as you can find in the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, the Ten Commandments, and the Golden Rule. Well, that's outrageous. You think? So thank you for celebrating all these truths, logics, and common sense with me. And thanks, Real America's Voice. Tell everybody you know there's a Real America's Voice. I'm sitting here with all these broadheads. I was going to talk to you about broadheads, because these are the greatest days of hunting. I've never seen more deer. I've never seen more deer in my freezer. I'm donating venison by the ton. Barack. Oh, I got to drink more Minutemen coffee. It so inspires the release of unwanted syllables. So thank you, Real America's Voice. Tell everybody you know. By the way, I was on Newsmax last night. Thank you, Carl Higbee. And tonight I'm going to be, well, you won't see it, but tonight I'm going to be on Jesse Waters shooting my bow and arrow. I'll be back in a minute.